Well, hello. I'm going to continue my disk frame development live stream. So I've been looking at tidyfast. Got a message over the weekend. Basically, maybe a couple of months ago. Yes, actually more than a couple of months. Maybe in November last year. I said, you know what? Why don't we support tidyfast? But tidyfast. But to do that, I need them to be on CRAN. So and just got a message 10 hours ago that it's been accepted on CRAN. And I checked on CRAN, it is on CRAN. So basically, I am ready to try to integrate it more. So that's what I'll try to do in this live stream. So let's go. I got my setup here. Go to the terminal. I want a development branch, but let's look at the branches I have. So git, check out tidyfast. Okay, check out the tidyfast branch. And I'm just gonna merge it with the development branch. Come on. Oh, my keyboard's not working. Keyboard's not working. Okay. Now it's working. Okay, a bunch of conflicts. Open up Git. Alright, in description there's some conflicts. Open that up and we'll see what's going on here. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got rid of Learner. I might add that in. Learner is a pretty good package for creating tutorials. ggplot2 is the same. Okay, so that's it. I've got v1.8 here. Let's check it out. 2.1. Okay, I'm gonna change it to 2.1. The missus just came really close, and she farted.
Shit.
Alright.
You fart. I did not fart.
Okay, this is a live stream, by the way. Okay. Okay, let's look at the namespace. Oh, actually, I don't need to do anything here. But it's been messed up a little bit. So let me think what I should do here. Okay, well, what's the worst that can happen? Huh? Let's just go remove it. Remove namespace, because when I generate the documentation, we get generated again anyway. So so I'll deal with that later. This guy, no, don't need to worry about that. What's happened here? There's no conflict, but it's like an addition. Alright, better open it anyway. Don't know what's happening. Open file. This is where I define the chunk mapper. Chunk fn. Yeah. Of course, keep the chunk fn. What's going on here? Oh yeah, of course, I'm using cmap now instead of map. That's correct. Alright, that's done. Another file, another conflict resolved. Deploy our verbs. Okay. What's happening here? Yeah, maybe we should go into chunk group by. Seems like I'm just gonna delete this just because. That doesn't look right. Okay. Group by all, disk frame, chunk group by all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. So keep all the chunk versions. keep all the chunk versions. Oh yeah, by the way, I got an email from dplyr saying that there might be some issues with disk frame, so I gotta fix that. Okay, I don't need so many white spaces anymore, I don't think. This is gonna be super annoying. I'm gonna skip doing any white spaces anymore. Chunk summarize at. So chunk summarize is gone. I think that is not a good idea. Let me see if chunk summarize exists anywhere else. What up? Oh, chunk summarize already exists somewhere. So I don't need this version. So that's cool. Get rid of that. Okay. What else? Okay. A bunch of stuff that's no longer needed. Yes. Yeah. Delete that. Right. Okay, it's fine. Alright, that seems fine. That's all done. It says on my book stuff are deleted. I guess that's true. All of that junk's gone. I probably don't need that either. But let's just keep these. That's not important. Chunk mapper ID. Whatever. I'm gonna do a document again anyway. So okay, that looks fine to me. Don't have too many things to add. Okay. So let me look at that again. Just to make sure. Oh, the diff is not working inside. So I gotta open it up. Oh, it's got deleted. Yeah, of course. Yeah, get rid of that. Okay. First thing to do is build the document again. Doesn't build. What's happened? Maybe because the namespace is missing now. Let me check my build tools. I mean, theoretically, it should create the namespace file for me. Alright. In that case, what I'm going to do is go back to terminal. I'm just going to check out from development branch the description or the namespace file and hope that will rescue the situation. Namespace. Okay. Done. Document again. Now it's working. It will also update my namespace. So that should be pretty nice. And once I've done that, I'll build again just to make sure that it works, roughly speaking. And I'll get on to working on the rest of the files. So just a little bit of maintenance. Work on it a little bit. That's not too bad. Okay, that's done. Okay, looks pretty good. So yeah, you see how it's these things got created. Yep, updated the oxygen note. It's perfect. Actually, let me look at the packages. What's happened there? FS got a new version. Glue, tidyfast. Yep, better update tidyfast. Yep, updated to the latest version. Yeah, no, just update everything. Okay, you can restart the session. Bang. A lot of these I need to compile from scratch. No. No. Okay, so my tidyfast should be at the latest version. And let me check the email about dplyr while that's going on and what's happening with dplyr. Okay. Dear DieCJ, a new version ready to go on CRAN. Becomes soon. Users and I have problems with the new version. Okay. It's got a list of upcoming changes. Read all the changes. Okay. Carefully inspect failing checks. For each failing check, okay, fix the package or tell them if I have a bug. Checking examples. Yeah. Oh, well, actually, I really don't know if there are problems. But usually there's a problem if they run these things with the cache. So you really need to clean the cache before you run these. So it may not be a disk frame problem at all. So anyway, I'll have a read of that. But it doesn't sound that urgent. It could just work. Okay. Alright, so now that's done. So I'm happy with all the changes I'm gonna make. Commit that. Merged with development. Okay, commit. Done. So now if I go here, git status, git branch. Yeah, no longer says merging, and I'm on the tidyfast branch. So let's just push anyway. Let's see what happens. Okay, yeah. Now for some reason I can't push from this bad boy anymore. I only push from the GitHub desktop, which is a bit of an annoyance, but I just couldn't be bothered figuring out how to do it from within that for now. So that's that. Alright, seems to be duplicated. Alright, whatever. That's not good. Okay, let's open that up. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'll just copy all of these bad boys back into test and replace all the files in destination and delete this folder. And there we go, got it tidyfast. Okay, so dplyr. Where are my tidyfast tests? Actually, maybe I haven't finished developing all the tidyfast stuff. Right, tidyfast verbs. Okay, got all of these things implemented. Let me check what's actually in tidyfast. Get rid of that. Yes, leave it. Okay, I'll read that later. Okay. No, that's not it. Tidyfast. Okay, let's see what they have. Okay, so that's all the functionaries: nest, unnest, hoist, count, uncount. So tidyfast, what is it? I actually can't remember. It's to provide fast and efficient alternatives to some dplyr, tidyr and dplyr functions. Okay. Great. So it's got a few of these. I seem to have implemented quite a few of them. I don't have pivot longer. This actually is going to be trickier to implement, so I may not do that right now. These ones are fine. So these ones just work out of the box. I shouldn't have to do anything with them. Filling values, okay. Okay, that's fine. Count and uncount. Tidyfast count. Chunk. Oh, you see how I added chunk in front of it? So this will happen only within the chunks. DT separate. Print options. Okay, that's cool. So all of these things should work. It's just a question of testing them out. Separate. DT separate. And DT separate. And let me just try to find it. Single column into multiple columns, that's fine. Nesting and nesting. I think it's fine. I mean, as long as they compile, that should be let me check what packages I have. In particular, what version of dplyr I have. I have dplyr 8.5. Oh, that didn't get updated. Just try and update it again. Okay, so I do have to install this on source. Okay, so actually let me check back on the dplyr email. So 1.0 is coming, but why do I only have 1.3.0.85? So what's happened? Oh, don't look at my emails. Dplyr. Okay. Alright, so what I might do is have just install the latest version of dplyr. GitHub. Probably called tidyverse, I'm guessing here, but it's probably gonna work. Dplyr. Alright, that should install the latest version of dplyr so I can test it out. Shouldn't be any issues. Okay, DT separate. Yeah, I got a bunch of code here. It should just work. Let me just copy that. Put them somewhere. Okay. They require all of these things. Some that are only on GitHub. You know what? Just install everything. Oops. Failed to install. Cannot remove prior installation of glue. Ah, that's actually quite annoying. Okay. Okay. Try again. I mean that install packages glue was just probably not necessary. But I did get rid of the warning, so oh well. I did it anyway. It probably may or may not have helped, but that's not really that important. Let me just try this. Alright, so once I install all the latest packages, I can let it run, and it's only going to be on CRAN on the May the 1st, so this will go on CRAN just a little bit before that, hopefully, in preparation for failed to install, because it failed to install rlang from GitHub. This is getting a bit annoying. So I better just close it and just start again. Okay. I wonder if rlang is part of the tidyverse. So let me install that first. See what happens. Exit delay from previous error. No idea what that means. Okay. Well, it looks like it's installing. Can't be that bad. Okay. Wait for that to install. while that's installing, let me just read some of the dplyr changes. Okay, well actually it went so fast that I can't actually look at it. What's happening? Failed to lock. Try removing this. Alright, I'm going to just remove it. It's getting super annoying. And guess what? It's already removed. Maybe. Ah, see here. Okay, get rid of that. Close it. Try again. Hopefully this time will be better while I read the news. Bind rows no longer convert to a table. Okay. I think disk.frame should do more of that as well. Respect what the user inputs. If the user prefers working with table, disk.frame should return tables. If the user is using data table, should return data table. Okay, they use the vector coercion rules now, so now I have to know what the vector coercion rules are. Vector seems like a more modern implementation of vectors or one-dimensional arrays in R, so but it is not part of base R, so you do have to install it separately, but it does seem to have some advantages over base R, but I can't recall exactly what they are. Okay, again it's failed again. I'm running into a lot of issues now. I can't even install this thing, so I can't even test it. Okay, what's happening here? It's got a bunch of things here, a bunch of warnings. I don't know what they mean. Warning. If this doesn't work, I'll just wait a little bit. I'll wait for a few weeks before I try again. So you're trying to do tar. So maybe I don't have tar installed, you know? tar.exe. I do, but I'm not sure if it's in the path. I mean, usually it is, but I just want to make 100% sure. Okay, environment variable. What's in my path? Do I have R2's bin? Hey, that's not right. I don't have it. What have I done here? Ah, I do have it. So it should recognize what this is. Should have worked. So it's not, the problem is not return error code. I mean, I'll just have a look at it, see what happens, see what it's saying. I might have to install a newer version of RTools potentially, maybe. It's with tar.exe. A lot of people seem to have issue with it. Pretty recent. Okay, she got closed. And let's just try that. tar.exe. I mean, yeah, it's definitely on my path. So I can't seem to install this rlang thing, but maybe I don't need to, you know, just dplyr. I think I should update these packages on the or it doesn't even have the option anymore. More recent versions. I mean, you can always have more recent versions. None. You know what? I'm just gonna try this. Maybe I can install dplyr without all of these, you know, extra things. Oh, completely failed. System command failed because it's being loaded, but that much higher is required. So I do need to install this bad boy. So vctis. Oops, it's not part of tidyverse maybe. Okay. Try again. Everything. Okay, so it's gonna try and update that for me. Can't do it. Can. Whatever. Wait for that. Oh, get rid of that. Okay, back to dplyr news. All equals removed. Okay. Distinct. Group modify. No longer be called directly is not loaded. Okay. So you have to load dplyr to run them. Fix side prefixing. Okay. No longer supported. Okay. Huh. So that was a new format for group data frames. The CUR functions. This is the first time I've seen them. Okay. So they let you access to the current group, the current group ID. They're inspired by data tables variables. Okay, cool. I haven't used them yet, but that could be interesting. They're new features for version 1. Select, rename, summarize, create multiple columns on a single question if you return. Okay. That could be interesting. That I believe wasn't possible before. Now I keep getting this error. So you know what? One final check, and then I'm just gonna give up. I want to check if this file even exists. The offending file is called file. It ends with F4. It doesn't even exist. Seems like it's been deleted. Okay. Well, it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be at the moment. So I just can't install it. So I mean, I'm gonna probably try harder to try and get it installed, but it's probably not worth the effort. I'll just wait for 2 weeks. Hope everything matures a little bit, and then go ahead. Alright, back to my tidyfast implementation. Just to make sure, I want to just get tidyfast. Okay, it's at 2 point. Let's check out all the things that it exports. Okay, exports a bunch of things. Okay. I'm only interested in things that work on the whole data frame. So okay, so I got pretty much everything here. So let's go back to tidyfast. Verbs. Oh, actually, I've copied all these, so I should be able to. Oh, it's not this one. It's that one. No, get rid of that. No longer needed. That's no longer needed. That was some sort of error. Must be some. Okay. Okay. Create. Oh, I need to library my disk frame as well, of course. And I always just set up multiple workers just because I want to see how well it works. So to do that, split. Okay. Well, seems to have worked. DT separate. Collect. Hopefully this works. Whoa. I mean, it worked, but it gave a bunch of warnings. Using as character on closure is deprecated as of rlang 0.3. So what rlang version do I have? 0.45900. So actually it installed correctly. TRS. So let me see if I can install the latest version of vectors from the GitHub. It's sometimes pretty hard to find. Okay, it's in rlibs. Okay, actually let me check what's happened. Okay, it's still the old version. Okay, check. Remotes, install, GitHub, paste. Whoa, that's pretty crazy. It's the first time I've seen it. Alright, it's my final attempt. Final attempt. I'm gonna force you to do it as well. It cannot create it from previous error. Okay. Alright, let me see if this thing can be deleted. Let me just get rid of that. rdef all remotes. Alright, it's a bunch of things here. I don't think I need to delete it. Nope, failed. So let's restart and see what happens. It's completely. There's not even an installed package anymore. That is pretty annoying. Alright, try again. Maybe this time it will work. Maybe all previous attempts were just, you know. Okay. That seems to be where everything is trying to be created. So I'm going to stop this. I'm going to close this. Oh, actually that was part of the R session. So I got all this R temp stuff that's been there for ages, and you know I probably don't need them, so get rid of them. Okay, it's all gone. 99% complete. This is actually pretty annoying, so forget it. I don't think I need them. Try again, open it again. Try to install vectors again. See if that works. Oh, still can't create this thing. I don't know why it insists on doing it there, but it can't seem to do it. Which may be fine. Maybe I don't need to do it. Well, so far so good. Separate definitely is working. DT count. I wonder what DT count is. Oh, failed again, so I'm not going to try. Probably not worth it. So DT count. So let me just figure out what. Actually, just look at the DT count. Tidyfast. DT count. Okay. What does it even do? So let me grab this code. Look at this bad boy. Can't get it, so I have to library tidyfast. Okay, groups. Okay, just the same as the count. So, so if I do dt and I make it into a disk frame. So to do that, I need library disk frame, set up disk frame, and that didn't work. I do need to install this package, but I just can't install it from GitHub, so I have to install the previous one from CRAN. Okay. Oh, done. So that should work now. Could not find it. Alright, so if I install this dplyr, this latest version of dplyr, then I can't use all these things. So let's go back to a previous version of dplyr. Okay, great. Now it's working. Alright, so I converted this to, and because I can do dt count here, chunk, that should work actually. dt chunk by group. And the other options are, I can put in the weights, remove equals to true. I can even do another version. The reason why there's a chunk in front of it is because just to make it clear to the users that this happens within chunks. That didn't seem to have been output. Maybe it's because it's not built. Actually, I don't need to build this. I'll just do load all. That will save a bit of time. Let's see if that works. Chunk dt count. That doesn't work. What's dt? That works. But this doesn't work. What's happened here? Chunk dt count dot disk frame. Yeah, so it should be working. Create chunk mapper, tidyfast dt count. I don't know why it's not working. What's chunk dt count? Ow, of course. If I want to make a chunk dt count, I need to make it into an S3 method. Alright. So I create an S3 method function. Okay. Well, no one's gonna have a function called chunk dd count anyway, so why not just do that? That sounds like a good idea, I think. Try again. Oops. Okay, so I definitely need to collect just to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Okay, I'm doing the right thing. That's definitely working. Well, that actually defeats the purpose a little bit because oh, that's definitely working. So if I want to do everything within chunks, this is definitely working. So now I just have to make sure that it works across chunks as well. So I wonder if I can just define it quickly here. dt count working on whole disk frame. So firstly dt count and make it a disk frame function, and I want to make the function signature exactly the same as dt count, which has just got a bunch of these things here. It's got the dt, it's got a bunch of dots, and it's got that. Okay, that's not too bad, that's not too bad. Okay, so that's the R's way of doing object-oriented programming, in case you didn't know. So this is the S3 object-oriented system. So when I call dt count, and if this guy has class disk frame, then this method will be called instead of the normal dt count method. So that seems fine. So what happens here? I would need to do a chunk dt count, which is defined above. I always do this, and I don't know what's the shortcut to go back, so I just use that to go back. Okay, it's telling me there's an issue at 32. Yeah, that's alright. I'll finish writing the code and then there wouldn't be any issues. So that will be dt, that will be na remove equals to true, na.remove equals to wt. Okay, that seems fine. That's all tested. Once I've done that, this is at the chunk level, so I need to collect them. That's actually annoying. I don't want to collect right away. I want to be doing something a bit more sneaky. Okay, I do that. So basically need a way to not do anything until collected, unless this happens. Okay, I guess I can figure that out. Yeah. Anyway, let's just make sure that it works first. I wonder if that would work. I wonder if this would work. Let's make sure that the first bit works first. I know this is not the final code. Try that. So instead of doing that, I'll just get rid of that. And hopefully that will just work. Nope, doesn't work. na.remove. Why doesn't this work? I mean, it should work. It's got the so it says that that's not defined, but clearly it's defined, so I am not sure what's happening. Try again. Okay. This one works. Okay. Object na.rm not defined. Why is it not defined? If I bring it out here. Yeah, so when that gets called, this guy gets called. This guy gets called with all of these options. Could it be with this, how this method is defined? It's confusing. Or maybe I should put a browser here, just to see what actually happens here. Okay, just what are these things? Okay, they are from me testing the program. Yeah, they can go. They can go. I'll close everything except this guy. Okay, try again. That should give me a nice breakpoint. Nope, doesn't give me any breakpoint. What's happened here? When it creates a chunk mapper, it should just stop here. Oh, actually, source on save, of course. Try again. Oops, doesn't work. Maybe I need to load all. Okay, try again. How come it's not invoking my functions? That will probably save some time. Collect. Oh, it's fine. DT count. Okay, source on save. This will call this bad boy. And all these things get passed on. Nothing wrong there. Try again. Okay. Maybe it was just because it was not browser unsafe. So I'm just interested in seeing what this is. Yeah, so that's there, that's there. Okay, keep going. Okay, somehow when it got into here, it doesn't know what this thing is. More weird bugs. I think at some point I really need to bite the bullet and understand what's going on with these NFCs. I mean, that clearly captured it. It clearly knows what it was about. Okay. So I'm here, I got here, I got here, I got here. Okay. Okay, there's nothing being captured. So it's got one closure. And it's got this thing defined. It doesn't capture any globals. I wonder why that is. I mean, maybe I need to think about that. I mean, I've been told that this one works pretty well. What does this involve? Okay, it's got nothing here, so try that. Yeah, it doesn't actually capture anything. That's not good. Yeah, it's something odd with NSC that I don't really understand at the moment. It seems to have a closure. List of closures. Yeah, but it didn't seem to have translated what these things are, because these things wasn't translated here. So does that mean that doesn't mean that I have to do this. What if I just force its evaluation here? That doesn't work because I could be providing a name here. So what if I substitute here? Substitute. That also doesn't work. So I need to somehow I need to. I mean, the idea is it should understand that this is false. Translate that. Wait, if it's null, should understand it's null. But if it's one of the column names within this, it shouldn't do anything. So that's what. And I don't actually know enough about NSC to make that happen. But it looks like it's not evaluating it here. So that could be the issue. It doesn't know what these values are. Okay. What if I do this? Because that can only be true or false. And if else is dot null, then the value is null. Otherwise, just do that. Actually, that would also be a bit of trouble because if this is not meant to be evaluated, this might evaluate it. So it's gonna cause some issues. So, well, you know, just doing this will increase my understanding of this whole thing anyway. So let's try that. Go back. Do this. And now it works. But of course, this would not solve the problem fundamentally. So, let's just make a note here. Stop. I was up to here, and I need better understanding of NSC. And the reason why is why? The reason is it's not going to work if WT is a column name. Okay, so it's just not gonna work. So well, so when I run this code, it will fail. But for now, I might go away and do something else, do some more reading, figure out what's going on before continuing, because it's not that easy. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just commit what I have so far. Commit develop, and because it's Saturday night, I might just do something else. This is hurting my brain so far. Oops. Okay.